husband to his family, and that's the truth. And I think the retreat circle man also not bad, like Jeff, and also the one speaking also not bad, okay. But and definitely Peter is someone who is actually very talented. He's a podcast host and producer. He has his own podcast. He's a Japanese coach. That's why having him in the community is very, very good. Yeah, he would tell us how are we pronouncing right or wrong. In fact, I think one of the activity for V3 Circle we want to do is we want to go to have Japanese lunch or dinner, but we want to bring Peter there so that Peter can teach us how to order Japanese food properly and impress. That would be so fun, isn't it? Right? And of course, there will be he is also a whiteboard animation video creator and trainer. And I just at this juncture, I just like to welcome Robert. I hope I didn't butcher your name, Robert Lisa. Yeah, and yeah. So before I introduce, bring Peter on, maybe perhaps everybody who's here can take just 10 seconds if you are convenient to just briefly introduce yourself. Okay, so maybe we start with Charlene.
Hello, everybody. Good to see you guys. I'm Charlene, and I am an accountant by training, now also a nutrition coach. I help people to lose weight, balance their hormone, as well as look great without vigorous exercise. And yeah, back to you, Kit.
Thank you so much. Next, we go to another coach, Jeff.
Hello, everyone. Well, I got a prompt. I thought something is going on this Thursday, but I didn't know what. But just 15 minutes ago, I got a prompt, fortunately. So I'm here. I'm available. Though very tired, I have a workshop today. Woke up very early. Tomorrow I have a second day. But I'm an executive coach. Well, all things coaching. Thank you very much, Kit.
Thank you so much, Jeff. Thank you so much. If you are in the coaching scene, do get connected with Jeff. Jeff is actually on the trustee of the International Coaching Federation. Okay, I just want to make sure I'll call your name. If you're not convenient to speak, I'm just going to count to 3 and move on. Anne-Marie. Okay, Anne-Marie is on the road. So 3, 2, 1. Monica. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'll help. Oh, there we go, Monica.
Hi, everyone. Monica here. Yep. So actually, I'm still in the kitchen, so won't talk a lot. Yep. So can't wait to see you all. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Thanks for clarifying that you're in the kitchen. I thought you might be in the washroom. So thank you so much, Monica. Next is my mom, Anne, and she has COVID, so she doesn't have a voice. She's my mommy. She's 70, and she have a social commerce business. And very quickly, just like to invite Robert Lisa. I hope I didn't butcher your name. If you just want to take 10 seconds to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Roby. I'm from New Jersey. I'm here to support Peter. I got an invite. I'm a nurse coach, and I help them with career clarity and building their growth in nursing.
Wow, that's amazing. Are you a nurse yourself, Robel?
Yes, I've been a nurse for 32 years. I manage a staff. I have a staff of 100 plus people.
Wow,
and I also
amazing.
teach. I'm also a clinical professor.
Wow, thank you so much, Prof. Actually, my mom, her dream was to be a nurse. We were very inspired by Florence. Yeah, Florence Nightingale. But you know, she lived in a very different time. I mean, she's 70, so those days, her mother didn't support the idea, so she had to, you know, yeah. So anyway, thank you so much for being with us, and lovely having. Okay, so as we come back, so the format is Peter will share about 15 minutes. After that, we have some Q&A for him, or if something that impacted you want to make comment, that's okay as well. I think momentum is really personally is the word for the season for myself. I've been so lazy, I think, because of the COVID, and even before the COVID, I was going through midlife crisis. I was kind of like, okay, so now it's about time this season that we want to pick up momentum. And definitely I know Peter follows Evan Carmichael quite a fair bit on Clubhouse, and I can't wait to listen to him. So please, ladies and gentlemen, help us welcome Peter. Peter, over to you.
Thank you, Kate. Okay, let me share the screen. So can you see my screen? Okay, good evening and good morning, everyone. So today I'm going to share this book called Momentum. Yeah, so by Evan Carmichael. So before sharing the book, I want to introduce another two books, which is called Your One Word, and then the other one is A View to Serve. I still remember this one when we shared during the Clubhouse one a week, every Saturday. No, once a month in Saturday, right? So we say this about this on the Clubhouse. And before to start to share the book, want to ask everyone, how long does it take to write a book? You can unmute to comment. In general, average, how long does
I
it take?
haven't written a book. It's in my dream, in my bucket
Wow.
list.
Cool, cool. Jeff, how long does it take to write a book? What do you think?
It takes forever. But anyway, 100 days.
100 days. Oh, quite okay. All right. Okay, I searched online is average maybe is 4 to 6 months or 4 to 8 months. But do you think for this book Momentum, how long Evan Carmichael took to write this book?
5
Yeah,
days.
yeah, Lovey already know the answer. Just 5 days. 5 days he had complete this Momentum book, and it took 8 weeks to publish. So actually, this book haven't just run on 26th July. So not even 1 month yet. So you can get from the Amazon. Later on, I will share the link with everyone. Okay, thank you. Okay, we're going to share this book, Momentum. So sometimes we got a lot of ideas and we have the passion to build something and we have the heart to serve someone. But one thing we are missing, just the one thing we are missing, it's called momentum. So this book is going to say about this momentum. So for this book, actually it got total 4 sessions. So each session, they have 7 strategy or 7 idea to let you get into how you want to build your momentum. So for example, this session 1 is more on talking about the 7 mindset habit. So the first one, of course, is 7. We won't go through the all 7 today because I only got 15 minutes. So I will go to certain that really impact me a lot. So the first one is believe the great idea flow through you. So as the Bible also says, we need to believe before we see. We need to believe before we build our confidence. We need to believe before we do anything. We need to believe, right? So this is very important, that believe that great idea flow through us. Right. So for example, this book is come together with the word. So you can try to refresh everything that you learn from this book. So for example, this one, believe that great idea flow through you. So for this, you can try to have the following phrase. You can say, I believe that great idea flow through me. I believe that great idea flow through me. I believe that great idea flow through me. So you can do this exercise to get the more momentum, to get the more ideas to get moving forward. So this is the mindset number 1, need to believe. Okay, the second from this session 1 is focus the why over the how. He who has a why to live for can bear almost any house. So sometimes we always focus on the how instead of the why. So perhaps now you can take a time to write down your big idea. What is your big idea? For example, that just now Kit mentioned that I'm a Japanese coach. Every time I teach Japanese, the first lesson I will ask my students, why you want to learn Japanese? Why you want to learn Japanese? Some may say, oh, I want to travel to Japan. I want to to just for interest. But for some students, they really had their big idea. They want to study in Japan. So this is their big why. So when I know their big why, then the how is quite easy already. So I can, based on what they want to learn, then I start to learn, teach them. And for myself, as you also know, I'm a podcaster. Before I start my podcast, I go online YouTube to search the how. Which type of the microphone is useful? Which type of the software I need to use? I use for not 1 month, not 1 week. I use 1 year to research before I start the podcast. So I go to wrong the direction. I just focus the how. Actually, I should focus the why. So the why quite important. So perhaps you can all write down what is your big idea, and instead of you focus on how, you focus on the why. Why you want to do this, why you want to do that. So this is for the why. Focus on the why over the how. So this is for the mind shift strategy number 7. After we have the mind shift, then in session 2 is how we can take the action. In this session, you got the 7 action of momentum. So the first one is very important that Evan Carmichael teaches is the 2% difference. Okay. As we want to do something, sometimes we have a lot of idea. We keep thinking, then become the overthinking. So I don't know whether kids still remember when I teach podcast, I asked the student, when was the best time to start your podcast? When was your best time to start your podcast? So the answer maybe is 5 years ago. When was the next time to start your podcast? The answer is right now. There is no best timing to start your podcast or whatever you want to do. It's that right now you take the action. For example, I think it's quite legendary with the Serene. So let's say you want to diet. Instead of thinking a lot of different kind of the strategy to do the diet, the important is what I learned from kid also. It's just very simple. Kid just cut out the sugar, right? Kid. So it's just a simple step. You just cut out the sugar or certain do the exercise, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Will do. This is the 2%. You start to do the 2% instead of you want to go to the 98%. So just do the 2% different. So from now on, you can think, what is your 2%? So we don't start with the 100% plan. We just start with the 2%, the different. For example, when you come up with the new idea, new strategy, just focus on getting the first 2% done. Then take the IA. IA is immediately action, instant action, and imperfect action. So just take the action. So later on, perfect, you can write down what is your idea and then to what action you want to take. And then talking about this, to take action is expect to start at the start. This is also quite embarrassing for me. As you can see this picture, okay? My second podcast episode versus the 10th podcast episode. What is the difference that you can see on this one? Anyone can unmute your mic to share?
Sharper video.
Yeah, sharper video. Okay. So you see, I did not quite sharp for the second podcast. The image is quite very blur for the interview. Although the podcast is audio, but also I use for the video podcasting to put on the YouTube. Okay. Any question for me regarding this picture? Any question? Anyone answer why don't have the first episode? Yeah, because the
No
first
video.
got video. The video quality is more lousy than the second episode, and even the audio is really terrible. Yeah, So that's why from the first podcast I feel experience how bad it is, then start improving. Yeah. So this is my real experience shared together with everyone. So to expect to start at the start, so you need to do when you free yourself of the expectation to be perfect at the start. Great things can happen. So we can version 1 is a way better than version none. So we just need to take the action and just start agree and moving forward. So from the mindset, action, then the section 3 is that we take the habit, build the habit, and keep momentum ongoing. So of course, everyone, we had our morning routine, weekly routine, and then we need to chart our time on. So for example, this is Evan Carmichael routine. So I especially like his belief walking. So let's say you follow him, the Twitter, IG, Facebook. So he just walking and then just shoot video, or sometimes he just sit on the inside the car, then answer the question from the fans. So it's quite that for him is a morning routine. And this is evening routine. Had dinner with Dina. Dina is his wife. So it's enjoy the family time. And also got weekly routine. So you can right now chart your time. What is your routine for weekly, daily, weekly, and monthly as well? So we need to take control our calendar instead of just let somebody take control of our life. And talking about the habit, join a community of inspiring people. This is what I like the most as well. So for example, our V3 circle is a very great community. That's why, for example, the V3 book club. So to get us to twice a month, we had a book club, right? So previously we have almost every Saturday on the clubhouse. So it's keep us to have the connection, and then to keep us to have the inspire together to read more book and do more exercise, and then to keep more momentum going on. So keep this a good job for and setting good job for you all, and keep going for this community to grow together. Yeah, iron sharpen iron. Correct. Thank you, Serin. And from the mindset, action, habit, then this is section 4, the advanced momentum strategy. I still remember I asked Evan, which part of the section that you like the most? So he answered me, is section 4. At the time when I asked him, I haven't read the book yet. Now I read the book, I know why. So for example, the first one, damn the Doritos. Anyone know what is Doritos? This is Doritos. Yes. So every time you see Evan, he got the life on his back, he got the Doritos. So actually we know that this is Doritos is some sort of the junk food. That junk food is not helpful, not good for our health, right? So damn Dorito is actually a metaphor. So we need to, for example, we damn our bad habit. For me, like for example, damn the perfectionist. Then for some other might damn the social media, damn the short video. So what is your damn the something? It's a metaphor, yeah. So for him, me with the giant bag of Dorito that sit in my office daily to remind myself that I'm stronger than the Doritos. So what you are stronger than? Than the social media, than the short video, than the Facebook? Then you can think about what is your damn the something. It's a metaphor. So you can start right now. A bad habit that is stealing your momentum. Some distract you, some might be drag all your energy instead of keep you momentum going on. So can write down what is your damn the Dorito. So this is the very favorite part for everyone who read this book. Yeah, 10 Dorito. Yeah. All right, so this is what I'm sharing today. Thank you very much. Arigato gozaimasu in Japanese. So thank you very much. And if you want to get the book, so you can get from the Amazon. The Kindle version only $1.99. So you can get the Kindle version. Yeah. Or you want to hardcover or paperback also can. Yeah. So in the Kindle now you can get on the Amazon. Just type the Momentum by Evan Carmichael, then you can get the book. Thank you. I'm sharing until here. Back to you, Kit.